Good morning, everyone. Allow us to wait for a few more minutes, but I can see that we have already 17 participants. Before we start, of course, we would like to congratulate you. I know you're on mute, so perhaps you can maximize the chat box. If there are some questions later on, please feel free to ask on our chat box. And also, this will be shared on our official Facebook pages, on our PSU Roar. And aside from that, on our PSU admission, PSU-Lingayen admission and guidance Facebook pages. Ayan. So, kindly invite your co-graduates. Share this link and enjoy. Yeah, enjoy. We have invited team speakers from different businesses and different fields. Hope you will learn from them, and we hope that you can also apply. You can also apply whatever it is that you will get from our very first e-career expo. Once again, good morning, everyone. We're now live on Facebook. Yeah, please do share on your friends, on your co-graduates, alumni of PSU, fellow PSUnians, and share our link. Yes, and again, advance, if not advance, no, congratulations. You're now, already officially a PS Union graduate. Yay. So let's just wait for a few more minutes. I think in about five minutes we will officially start our program. So let's just wait for other students to join in our e-career expo.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Okay, so to officially start our event or e-career expo, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. So I am Ashley from PSU-Lingayen Lingayen Admission and Guidance Office, and together with me is Miss Beverly Fernandez, our guidance counselor, and Miss Daniel Madero. Okay, so it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all this morning. As part of Pangasinan State University's efforts to help its students achieve their goals in securing future jobs, we have decided to launch our first Career Expo version 2.0, or what we call the eCareer Expo 2020. In this event, our students, or you rather, you, our dear participants, will have the opportunity to meet future sponsors, reputable and well-established companies' representatives, and some of the most influential individuals in our community. Meeting them, we hope that our students will be inspired to work hard and commit to the pursuit of their future goals. I know everybody is already excited to meet our speakers, but before anything else, we begin with a prayer. Mom Daniel. Okay, so to officially start our event, but before all that, I would like to greet our Facebook Live viewers. So as of now, we have 218 viewers or participants via Facebook. Okay, and I would also just like to remind everyone, for those who have not yet filled out the Google form for PSU placement, it's already here in our chat box. So you may want to fill it out after this event. Okay, so to officially start our event, let us hear from our beloved University President, Dr. Dexter R. Buted, for his opening remarks.
Good day, PS Unions. I'm glad to see you attending this virtual career expo. Today, we bring you this life-changing event to help you build your future. This annual career expo is an avenue for you to discover the world and redefine your career goals. Through this event, you will get a glimpse of how life works even after finishing your degree. We have collaborated with different companies that offer employment opportunities for you to choose from. This is also a rich experience where you can prosper professional network, gain personal insights from employers, and sharpen your ability to quickly and concisely present yourself. Together with the Admission and Guidance Office, you will be guided to follow the track where you are destined. Amidst this pandemic, PSU is here to assist you not only upon your entrance in PSU, but also towards seeking your employment. And this is the process called 3Es, from enrollment, education, and employment. According to Marva Collins, success does not come to you. You go to it. This is why you have to say yes and seize every opportunities to change your life. Out of fear, Most of us don't see the opportunities that lies right in front of our faces and prefer to stay in the same place and avoid new experiences. My dear PSUnians, let new things breathe life in you and fuel your personal growth. Because only then you can attract success in your life. The lesson here is that life happens when you allow it to happen. Let us remember, pearls don't lie on the seashores. If you want one, you dive for it, you search for it, and you persevere for it. You're now a degree holder, and having armed with a sword of knowledge and wisdom from your beloved institution, you are now ready to show the world the core values deeply ingrained to every PS union. Alam ko pong ang bisyon ninyo ay ang makatulong sa inyong pamilya, ang makapag-abot-abot ng kahit pakonti-konti sa kanila at makita silang ngumingiti ay walang kaparis. Ang masasabi ko lang ay huwag panghinaan ng loob. Sa bawat pagkabigo na darating sa inyo ay ituring kaloob ng Diyos para sa mas magandang oportunidad. Huwag hayaang mawala ang pagpupursige na nag-aalab dyan sa inyong puso. Ngayon pa ba kayo panghihinaan ng loob? Lalo na't taglay ninyo ang katalinuhan, kahusayan at higit sa lahat, ang values na hinahanap ng kahit sinong employer. Naway, may sa puso ninyo ang university core values tungo sa pag-abot ng inyong mga pangarap. Dahil ang talino at tunog nandyan na yan, pero ang kabutihang loob ang bubuo sa isang tatak PS Union. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, nangangarap na ang bawat isa sa inyo ay maging matagumpay. Maraming salamat sa inyo at mabuhay ang PS Unions. Good day, PS Unions.
Okay, so thank you for your very wonderful message, our dear President, Dr. Buted. So as we wait for our first speaker, um, I could see here that aside from graduating students, there are also first year and second year students joining our e-career expo 2020. Okay, so um,
All right.
okay, so I think our first speaker for today is ready. Right, Ma'am Bev?
Yep,
Okay.
right.
Okay, so let me introduce to you our first speaker. He is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Clinical Psychology with a diploma in teaching and supporting children with special needs from Singapore, currently enrolled in Master of Arts in Guidance and Counseling, and also a licensed CPHR, a globally recognized level of achievement within the field of human resources. Certified Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt, the HR manager of the Monarch Hotel, and the human capital management representative of Guangzhou Group of Companies. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Mr. Jackson Kiachon. Sir Jake.
Hi. Hello. Okay. Sorry, Miss Beth, can you hear me muna? Can you
Yes.
thumbs up? Okay. So, good morning, everyone sa PSU. Thank you for inviting us. And I'm sharing with you the company profile of Guanzon Group of Companies. And one of our mission why we actually excited to join in this group is because of the Guanzon Group vision. The Guanzon Group vision is to become the national brand and an economically resilient group that brings joy to organization and the communities it serves. So, um, can you see muna para just to check para tuloy-tuloy tayo. So now, for all our applicants, please get ready with your pens and paper para later you can capture our um, contact details. So for today, um, our agenda would be first is introduction nga, and then um, you'll be meeting behind the curtains ng Guanzon Group of Companies, our services, our portfolio, the vacancies and requirements, and where you can get in touch with our company. So our roots, first we believe that the Guanzon Group of Companies started from a family-run enterprise selling kalesa. So during 1945 pa, okay? Medyo matagal na. And then later on, what they had is after selling kalesa, they do tradings. So they buy like maling wines back to during the American time. So back to the Pangasinan. So also selling parts and motorcycle parts, then back to Manila. So with the total combined population of 2,500 associates across 251 branches and main offices in mainland Luzon, Palawan, Panay Island, and Bohol, the group aims for the continuous expansion and establish our growth for the benefits of its associates and the succeeding generation. So we continue to carry the pride of being a homegrown business venture, making its mark across the nation. So our services or subsidiaries following the field of motorcycle division, we have 165 branches all over the country. So we also have the mobile phone division. There's 77 branches also around all over around the country. We have retail sales. Okay, for Auto Group, we have 5 shops, and then the hospitality and the restaurant and bake shops, we have 3 branches. And right now, I'm here at the Monarch Hotel. Okay, we have 171 rooms. So our brand is Guanzon Merchandising Corporation, the Logwan Kai, LGK Guanzon Incorporated, Motor Centrum Corporation, United Excelsior Marketing, the mobile Mobitech Guanzon. These are for the cell phones and retails. Los Pedritos is one of the company and the brand that we're doing. Los Pedritos Bake Shop and Restaurant. Guanzon Car Trade is very new, and the Monarch Hotel. For suppliers, we have these big players: the Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Honda, Nissan, the Guanzon Car Trade, the Vivo, Huawei, Samsung, Oppo. These are the retail shops, and Apple, the Xiaomi, and the Redmi. Okay, this is very important. So, ready na ba ang mga magsusulat? Okay, for our requirements and job vacancies, we are not just looking for the graduates, okay, or the college graduates, but we opened our doors even for the undergraduates. So this is a good catch, okay, for the undergraduates and even for the TESDA. So basically, it's a good initiative of the PSU that they prioritize the alumni and the newly graduates. So kayo yung unang makakaalam nito. So our vacancies, starts from office-based or admin associates, programmers, IT technicians, accounting associates, audit specialists, credit support specialists, and then human capital generalists, or you'll be in as a HR then. A branch-based associates, these are mostly for the cars and motorcycle, asset security associates, documentary security associates, field specialist. Ang importante lang dito is yung driver's license. Isa sa mga requirement yun. Okay, field specialist, ito yung mga collector. Okay, then technician for the cars and motorcycle. And then customer care specialist. You also have liaison associates, which will be based in the offices of different branches, and the branch managers. Okay, so this is our contact details. If you can catch or capture with your phones, it's very easy. Just type in yung Guanzon group of companies and look for our page, or you can just email us at hcmhiring@guanzongroup.com.ph, or you can just look onto the website sa guanzongroup.com.ph. And we are proud that we are giving a higher, not a minimum pay, but a higher than the minimum pay for our employees. And we are actually looking more people, like a 200 people across the country, from Iloilo, Cavite, or some parts ng Philippines like Panay Island, as mentioned, Bohol, San Fernando, La Union, pero hindi na tayo lalayo. We have Calasiao, Dagupan, Bayambang, or almost part of Pangasinan. Guanzon Group is present. So we are inviting you to send your resume or updated CV at the contact details flash on your screen. And it's a very easy, a one-day hiring process, we can say. So we're really looking for people like you. Especially PSU graduates and alumni are close to my heart. I myself was just a recent graduate sa internship ng guidance and counseling. So I'm really supporting this advocacy of the guidance and counseling. At mabuhay kayo, and thank you for inviting the Guanzon group of companies. And we are looking forward to help many people, especially during this pandemic. And thank you.
Wow.
So for any questions, you can contact siguro your guidance and counseling office, then coordinated to us, or you can just direct send your resume to us.
Wow, thank you so much, Sir Jake. It's actually our pleasure, for gracing our event. Thank you so much for saying yes and presenting very esteemed company, Guanzon Group of Companies. Definitely, I think I would like, of course, to how do you call this? Encourage all the graduates and alumni to go ahead and send your resume. You have seen all the contact details of Guanzon group of companies. But before I ask my question, just go ahead and type in your questions. I have prepared two questions for Sir Jake. So yeah, we will be monitoring all your questions on the FB comment section, and also on our Zoom account, on our Zoom chat. So just go ahead, graduates, alumni, to plug in your questions. So Sir Jake, first question for you. What is your
Okay.
career advice for our fresh graduates, especially during this challenging time?
Okay. So Tagalog na lang yung iba para maintindihan. Mas puso kasi pag Tagalog. Okay. As a fresh graduate, ang lagi nating iniisip is to look for job and to support family. And that would be really the basic thing that we need to do to survive. Okay, but later on, as we survive sa mga newly graduates, ang susunod natin kailangan is yung mastery na. Okay? So, this is the right time for our newly graduates to find a job, let's say more stable company first, that's first, that can support your family, can support your aspiration in life. Okay? And one career advice na pwede nating magawa is commitment and loyalty, okay, sa company. And many of us, especially the millennials, would have a job, parang hunting na mangyayari, and job hopping. Ibig sabihin, when they are not happy first with their job, they're not resilient, or may ayaw sila, kaagad silang nag-give up. So my advice is for you to commit and be loyal first to the company, and the rest will be taken care of your company and the future. So that's my advice. Be committed and be loyal to your chosen field.
Thank you so much, Sir Jake. Just to, reiterate on that, that's loyalty, commitment, and later on, mastery of skills. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Next question, last question. Just
Okay.
just to check, Ma'am Ash, Ma'am Dane, are there any other questions from the comment section before I throw in my second and last questions?
I think none, ma'am. So far, none so far po.
All right. So, Sir Jake, definitely, you have apologies for the term, but you have a very comprehensive, overwhelming profile. Like, what does it take? What does it take to become an HR manager? Definitely, all our graduates, especially those who are in kind of business, would like to climb the corporate ladder, just like what you did. So, what does it take? I mean,
Okay.
what can you do?
Okay. So thank you. Actually, there's no hello. Yeah. So there's really no secret about that. Just to persevere in everything you do. So ibig sabihin is hindi tayo hihinto. So that's one, learning. Okay, so even up to this time, kaya tayo nag-aaral, okay, kaya tayo may training and development sa corporation, we actually learn a lot of things because of the ever-changing um, thing na nangyayari sa ating mundo. Okay, so even on our jobs before, the secretariat job dati is very in demand, but even the telephone operator are in demand. But now we're using the artificial intelligence, we're using different machines and technologies. So nag-iiba-iba. Pero ang hindi nag-iiba dun is yung human touch natin. And if we have, let's say, this this commitment, going back to our with our commitment sa company, so definitely nandun tayo. But to question the answer, what does it take? Okay, okay. Going back to that question is um, our our commitment and continuous learning and development. Kasi yan hindi talaga yan mawawala sa atin. So, as an HR manager, what I'm actually looking, or HR representative, what I'm looking is the character ng tao kasi, and the behavior ng tao. Sometimes we discredit that portion, yung character. Pero if we can see a person who's willing to learn and who's trainable, then we believe that this person can do a long way and can help build the company.
Wow, such a beautiful reminder, sir, that, character talaga, permeates
Mm-hmm.
everything else, like skills, talents, even intelligence talaga. It's, character above everything else. Wow, what a beautiful reminder. Thank you, Sir Jake.
Okay, thank you very much.
And thank you for gracing our eCareer Expo 2020.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so I think again, thank you, Sir Jay. Thank you. Um, I think our next speaker is also ready. Yes. So our next speaker is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in MAPE, from University of the Cordilleras. He is a baseball pitcher champion of Baguio Benguet Education Athletic League and a gold medalist of Private School Athletic Association National League. Here is Mr. Paulo Sagubo, the CEO and founder of Dominion. Sir Paulo?
Ayan, good morning po. Morning po sa ating lahat. Salamat po, Ma'am Ashley. And salamat po for inviting me po sa Career Expo po natin. So, ayan, muli ako po pala si Paulo and ako po yung founder po ng Dominion Co. So, simulan na po natin po at alamin po natin kung ano po ba ang Dominion Co. So, ang Dominion Co po, it is a streetwear brand po. Streetwear brand, ay local brand po na naka-base dito po sa Baguio City. So, ito pong local brand po na ito, it promotes po living a life with a purpose and being a good steward of life. And dito po kasi sa clothing industry, every clothing kasi they have their own culture, they have their own lifestyle na pinopromote po. And dahil po doon, nagagamit po nila yun to influence people, to create community, and also to create po ng mga customers. So, yan po si Dominion. So, para mas makilala nyo lang din po, bakit po Dominion? Yun po, hindi po to galing doon sa Dominion Bus Company po. So, Dominion po, galing po siya sa isang Bible verse po sa Bible. Sabi po doon po sa Genesis 1:26. So basahin ko lang po sa inyo para maintindihan po ninyo kung bakit po naging Dominion. Basahin ko lang po yung Bible verse ko dito. Yan. Yan. Genesis 1:26. Ang sabi niya po dito, let us make man in our own image, sabi niya po doon. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, birds of the air, and all things that creeps on the ground. Doon po kasi sa Bible verse na yun po yung unang purpose ng man. And kung nabasa niyo po yun, mas nauna po yung purpose kesa po doon sa creation ng tao. Sa 1:27, doon nyo po mababasa na doon na create yung man. Doon na po create yung man. In 1:28, doon na sila nagkaroon ng dominion po. So, yun po kung bakit po siya naging dominion. So, to tell you about more po about sa dominion, nag-start po kami actually, may kasama po ako nun. Start kami 2018. Third year college po ako nun. And yung kasama ko po, nagsimula po kami sa designing. Nagde-design po kami gamit po, hindi po muna Photoshop, hindi po muna Illustrator. Nag-start po kami designing sa Canva. Yun po yung ginamit po namin. So, 2018, puro designs. Kaya ang naging first release po namin, 2019 na po, first quarter po ng 2019. Bakit po ganun? Wala po kasi kaming budget, tapos yung business partner ko dapat hindi po siya sumama. Hindi niya po ako sinamahan. So, wala pong budget. So to share din po simple testimony din share po ng simple testimony din po. Nung nag-start po kami, unang ginawa ko po noon sa church po namin yung youth night, hindi ko po makakalimutan. Andun po ako nagpipray. Lahat ng pera ko andun na. Even yung pamasahe andun na. Tapos binigay ko po sa giving and sinidan ko po itong Dominion na to. Sabi ko, Lord, bigyan niyo po ako ng bigyan niyo po ako ng tulungan niyo po ako, bigyan niyo po ako ng panimula, gusto ko pong gawin to. And I pray that pag ginawa ko to, mag-glorify din kayo. Yun po yung prayer ko that time. And one day sinabi ko po kay mama, nasa malayo po kasi mama ko, nasa Manila. Then sinabi ko sa kanya, nung una hindi siya naniwala sa akin, but I keep on seeding sa dream na yon through giving. And sinidan ko po ng prayer. At ang nangyari po, tumawag po ulit si mama. Then sabi niya, anak, may gustong mag-sponsor dun sa business na gusto mo. Sabi niya. So, yung tao na yun, hindi ko po siya kilala. Ayaw niya po magpailala kung sino siya. Yung identity niya, tinatago niya po. And hindi ko na po tinanong kung saan galing yung pera. I took it po as an answered prayer. So, yun po yung simula. So, going back to the topic po, I started po this business because of my passion. Kasi college po ako noon, hindi po ako nakapagtapos ng college kung wala po akong nakukuhang scholarship. Sa totoo lang po. So, yun po, college po kami noon, may isang clothing brand po dito sa Baguio na sobrang kilala. And wala po akong pambili noon. Simula po ng bata ako, parang hindi ko po nabibili yung gustong damit, hindi ko nabibili yung gustong sapatos. Pero, kaya yun po yung naging passion ko. Na sabi ko, balang araw bibiling ko yung ganito, ako yung magde-design ng mga damit. Yun po yung nangyari. And, yun po, kung bakit ko po din yun ginawa, it is also my expression po ng faith ko through clothing, sa mga sinusuot ko. Yun po yung expression ko sa aking faith. And, yun po, at sa isa rin po sa mga long-term goal po ng Dominion is also to create jobs din po, to expand and create more branches. And yun din po, masarap kasi po magnegosyo, yung alam niyo yung nakakatulong na po kayo sa ibang tao, nagke-create kayo ng job, and also nagnenegosyo kayo. Kaya sa lahat po ng gustong magnegosyo, kung naghahanap po kayo ng sign, ito na po yung sign to start your business. Ito na po yung sign para mag-start po ng business. So bakit po kailangan ng business? Dahil ito lang po, simple lang po, mas madaming source of income, mas mabilis po natin ma-achieve yung ating pong financial freedom, yung ginugusto po natin na financial freedom. So, bago po ako matapos, gusto ko lang po mag-share ng mga simpleng bagay na natutunan ko during the process. So, una-una, mahirap mag-umpisa. Alam niyo, sa una, ito yung critical sa lahat. Kasi, kung wala kang nasimulan, wala kang itutuloy talaga. Kaya yung mga ideas, yung mga makukulit nyo na ideas dyan sa isip nyo ng mga business, simulan nyo na yan. And yun, mahirap mag-umpisa kasi yung ibang mga tao gusto nila mag-business kasi sabi nila gusto ko mag-business because gusto ko hawak ko yung oras ko. Pero hindi po. Sa business, hawak ng clients yung oras po natin. Yun po yung reality. Ito po, sinishare ko po to para maintindihan nyo na every success story, meron po yung mas maraming failure story na nangyayari sa kanila. And yun po yung una, mahirap magsimula. And pangalawa, posibleng malugi. Personally po, naranasan ko po yung pagkalugi. First release po namin, sobrang overwhelmed ako kasi sold out lahat. Sold out lahat ng mga benta naming shirts and lahat po ng design. And nung pangalawang design na po namin, doon po nag-start, nalugi po, walang bumili. Hanggang sa napilitan ako ipamigay sa mga kaibigan para i-promote nila. Yun po yung nangyari. Yun po yung reality. Posible kayong malugi sa negosyo. And pangatlo, kailangan natin extra effort. Kung sa trabaho, 8 to 5, dito po hindi. Yung oras po natin may extend talaga. Magigising ka pa hanggang mga alauna ng gabi para makagawa ng idea, makakreate ng mga bagong designs. Hindi lang po ito sa clothing business, pero sa lahat po ng business, ganun po. Ganun po pagsimula. Extra effort talaga. And pangapat, nakasalalay sa'yo yung kita mo. Kaya kailangan po dito masipag. Magsipag po sa negosyo. And panglima, sa isang negosyo, malaki talaga ang puhunan. Barya. At kailangan po talagang mamuhunan. Alam niyo po kasi, pag tanungin mo yung mga tao, sinong gustong kumita? Taas kamay yung mga yan. Sinong gustong kumita? Taas kamay. Sinong gustong magnegosyo? Taas kamay. Tapos, pag tinanong mo, sinong gustong mamuhunan? Unti na lang nagtataas ng kamay. Di ba po? Ganun po yung reality. Kailangan mamuhunan sa negosyo. Malaki ang puhunan, barya ang kita. And tips lang po when you start a business, number 6 po, find po yung supplier, iwasan po natin yung mga middleman kasi dadaan lang sa kanila pero mababa, mas mahal lang, ganun. Iwasan po natin yung mga rumekta po tayo, hanap po tayo ng supplier bago tayo mag-start sa business. And pangatlo, create your mission and vision. Yun po yung magiging fuel po ng ng negosyo, yung mission and vision, yung mga long-term goals po natin. And number 8, find a good mentor. When you start a business, hanap po kayo ng magaling na mentor. Kasi in every aspects of life, kailangan po natin ng mga coach natin, mga life coach, fitness coach, mga mentor natin sa business. Kailangan po natin yan. And number 9, start small, dream big. Simulan mo sa maliit. Simulan mo lang sa maliit. Kasi yung ibang tao hindi kasi nila nakikita yung yung pangarap mo. Kaya simulan mo lang sa maliit hanggang sa lumaki ng lumaki. Every small steps towards sa big dreams mo lagi. And number 10, start now. Start now. Yun yung payo ko sa inyo na simulan nyo na kasi the more na mas maaga kayong nag-start sa negosyo, habang bata pa tayo, nasimulan na natin magnegosyo, mas madami tayong matututunan along the process, mas madami tayong time para aralin pa yung negosyo natin. So yun po yung gusto ko pong share sa inyong lahat ngayon, and thank you po ulit for having me here.
Thank you so much, Paolo. Thank you so much. Actually, thank you for being here. Ayan. So, graduates and alumni, go ahead and ask Sir Paolo your questions. We will monitor it on our chat box, comment section. Again, reminder for our alumni and graduates, please don't forget to fill out our form, our placement form. Ayan po yung link is available. Nasa chat box po. So, Sir Paolo, I also have a couple of questions for you. By the way, something that I've learned from you, 2 very important points were number 1, passion before creation.
Yes po.
And, wow. And something is, dreaming to giving. Yeah, dreaming to giving. Wow. So, how do you call this? Parang nag-goosebumps ako dun sa like walkthrough mo ng, when you were starting and how God answered your prayer through. Hindi mo pa rin kilala ba, Sir Paolo? Curious question. Yung nag-invest.
Yes, ma'am. Until ngayon, hindi ko po siya kilala.
Wow.
Kasi ayaw niya po magpakilala. Actually, hindi lang po isang beses. Parang tinulungan niya din po ako sa schooling ko.
Wow. Okay. So, first question. I'm not sure, no, if is this your main source of income? Or you have sources of income?
Bukod dito kasi hindi naman po every time may release po kami. Kaya kailangan ko din po magtrabaho din po. Magtrabaho.
Okay. So, you have your like full-time work aside from full-time ba or part-time?
Part-time lang.
You have
kasi,
a part-time work aside
yes,
from your part-time. You are also managing your business.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I heard that you're also an education graduate. So for our education graduates, like how do you have any plans in terms of your pursuing your career as an educator, perhaps sometime in the future?
Oo naman po, ma'am. Siyempre hindi pa rin po mawawala yun. Sabi ko nga po, ma'am, parang ito passion ko to. Willing po ako talagang mag-invest dito. Kaya syempre po, para pa pang-invest, I need po to have a work po na mag-sustain din ng business.
Wow. Okay. Last word, Sir Paolo, to our dear fresh graduates and to our alumni.
Sa lahat po ng mga tulad ko po na fresh graduate, huwag po kayong matakot na mag-invest. At payo ko lang din, fail big. Kasi yung failure po natin, yun po yung magbibigay sa atin ng wisdom po to how to manage our life. Yun po.
Alright. Thank you, Sir Paolo. Once again, sobrang pasalamat po kami. Very inspiring yung presentation nyo. to pursue passion, and do not really forget about, giving it all back to him talaga. That everything that we receive, all our
Yes
dreams,
po.
passion, even in our creation, we raise it all up to him talaga. Thank you so
Yes
much,
po.
Sir Pao.
Thank you po. All
Okay,
glory to God po.
Ma'am Bev, I think, thank you, Sir Paolo. So, meron pong nag-raise ng hand dito po sa Zoom. Miss Liberty Joyce Damasco. So, and Miss Willin Joy Sibayan Carino. Okay, so may question po yata, pero walang nakalagay sa chat box. Pero nag-raise sila ng hand, so I think may gusto silang tanungin. So, Miss Liberty Joyce, asan po si Miss Liberty Joyce? Miss Liberty Joyce Damasco, meron po ba tayong question? Or napindot lang? And si Miss Willin Joy. Meron din po nag-comment kanina from Lori. Sabi niya po, amen. Ayun.
Praise
Apo.
God po. Praise God.
Yes, amen. Ayun, praise God. So, I think wala po bang question si Miss Liberty Joyce and Miss Willin Joy? Okay. Napindot lang po siguro. Okay, so, or nahihiya? Baka nahihiya kay Sir Paulo. Okay. So, from Baguio po, Sir Paulo, no? From Baguio po kayo, all the way from Baguio.
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay. So, ayun, thank you po again for allotting a time for this e-career expo. Ayun. So, wala na po ba ibang questions? I think wala na. Let's move on to our next company. Yes, Ma'am Bev? Tama po. Okay. Okay, so our next company will be presented by a graduate of AB Psychology at De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. She used to be the pioneer Manila recruiter of a global investment bank headquartered in Australia and have led and managed their graduate program. Following is her experience managing different sourcing channels of the largest community bank in the US. Joining Accenture in 2018, she leads campus sourcing team that takes care of partnering with STEAM universities to bring in premium talents to the organization. She is also a licensed secondary educator and now, forced by COVID-19, a homeschooling mom to a kinder and a breastfeeding superwoman to a 9-month-old baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Ms. Zaira Toledo, Recruitment Manager of Accenture.
Hi, good morning,
Zaira.
everybody. I hope you are all. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes po.
All right. So I hope you are all safe in the comforts of your home and to wherever you are at this time. I am asked to do a quick presentation about our organization, and I also understand that there will be entertaining questions at the end. Yeah, I hope you find the information I'll be sharing with you this morning useful. All right, so I'll go straight to the point. I'm Zaira Toledo. I lead Accenture in the Philippines campus recruitment team. And as per my introduction, our team actually looks after partnering with different institutions, schools, where we can get the best talents there are in different universities across the Philippines. And that is to power our entry-level opportunities within the organization. So, Agot, let's move to the next slide. Okay, Accenture is a leading global professional service company. So just so you know, and we provide a range of services in strategy and consulting, interactive technology and operations with digital capabilities across all these services. We are combining unmatched experience and specialized capabilities across more than 40 industries powered by the largest network of advanced technology and intelligent operation centers. We actually have more than 500,000 people that serves our client in more than 120 countries. We bring continuous innovation to help our clients improve their performance and create lasting value across the enterprise. Next slide, please. I've mentioned about the broad services that we offer at scale. Okay, so I'll start with our strategy and consulting, which actually help transforms world-leading organization, where we work with your CEOs, your C-suite, to capitalize on disruption, enable competitiveness, and drive growth and profitability via continuous innovation. We also have our interactive service, which helps leading organizations design, build, communicate, and run experiences across the entire journey for their customers, employees, patients, or citizens. Next is technology, where we provide application services, intelligent platform services, software engineering, and cloud infrastructure and security services. It also leads our research and development activities, our investments in emerging technologies, and our ecosystem relationships. And last but not the least, our operation, which run business processes on behalf of our clients. So it's either for specific functions such as finance and accounting, procurement or marketing, or for specific industries such as banking, insurance, or healthcare. I take pride in saying that we are the only company with the ability to combine and integrate all these capabilities from strategy and consulting, interactive technology, and operations at scale in an industry context. Next slide. Through our advanced technology centers and intelligent operations centers, we bring the perfect mix of technology and business process expertise, industry knowledge, and partnerships to help our clients solve the most complex challenges. Next slide. I've spoken about our advanced technology centers very briefly. I've mentioned about IPS, intelligent service platforms. The technology, within that are SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, Workforce, Workday, and all these technologies are equipping businesses, navigating future through new IT. We also offer intelligent software engineering services where we do custom applications. We provide advanced technology architecture, enterprise transformation, cloud mitigation and modernization, technology partner services, quality engineering and testing, and blockchain. Intelligent cloud and infrastructure services such as service desk, where we do that, workplace, cloud, data center, and network. And also intelligent data and analytics, where we provide data architecture, data strategy and monetization, data management, conversion and migration, data curation, and data modernization. So these are actually the buzzword, and it actually fuels growth through automation and artificial intelligence, where we drive dramatic impact in productivity and delivery through relentless creative automation using the latest technology. Okay. I've also mentioned earlier about, next slide, the Accenture Operations Delivery Center that has always offered each client's global scale in breadth of service to achieve business transformation goals. With the growth of intelligent automation, data-driven insights, our value proposition has shifted from offering sheer scale of people performing transactions through offering end-to-end intelligent operations engine. That includes access to artificial intelligence technologies, analytics, and end-to-end business process robotics that is driven by digitally savvy and industry-aligned workforce. I think that's the key word there, that these technologies are actually brought by our highly capable workforce. So what we actually do is that Accenture is reinventing business operations through industrialized business process expertise, technology, applied intelligence, and data, which actually boosts the intelligence engine of our client's business. How we see ourselves, how are we differentiated? Number one, it's through talent. talent. It's from the process, domain, and industry expertise in delivering innovative solutions to our agile workforce of more than 30,000 on-demand resources work with third-party talent marketplaces to access untapped capacity that is helping to create flexible workforces. Number two is our digital technologies. Within that, our digital capabilities within automation, AI, analytics, cloud, emerging new technologies, where we provide the optimal combination of the best experts to performance impact. Number three is applied intelligence, which we use analytics to unleash the power of data. We are generating real-time insights to support business outcomes, unlocking new growth, profitability, and performance. And last but not the least, data, where we help clients to leverage the explosion of unstructured data from diverse internal and external sources to generate new level of insights that allows its entrepreneurial talent to drive better outcomes. So we actually crunch those information and we provide better insights for our clients. um, I've mentioned earlier about the breadth of the service, right? And powered by data, artificial intelligence, analytics, those technologies that drives our portfolio, we're actually helping organization improve their productivity, experience, and performance. So what industry do we support? We have finance and accounting. Okay, so within finance and accounting, Accenture is reinventing finance operations, where we integrate robotic process automation, analytics, artificial intelligence into key finance functions from your procure to pay, record to report, order to cash. So these are your typical financial um, activities, and we help automate these processes for you to help our clients improve their business performance. Number two is within talent in HR, where we are actually helping HR leaders achieve business outcomes through tailored solutions that focus on talent acquisition, talent development, and employee and HR services. Next is procurement, where we partner with our clients to design intelligent sourcing and procurement solutions that address today's objectives and enable flexibility to accommodate future changes. So the typical service within that is source to pay, procure to pay, and other procurement operations. Next is marketing. Within the industry, what we do is Accenture Interactive Operations work with professionals from across Accenture to create marketing growth engine for our clients through the seamless integration of capabilities delivered as a managed service. Accenture's end-to-end capabilities help clients define the user experience, design and optimize channel mix, and to run the campaigns as a service. We also support health, right? Where we help payers, providers, and government agencies drive breakthrough growth, increase customer engagement, improve health outcomes, and reduce costs, which is very important. And last, we not we also have network and utilities. For within network, we help communication service provider to conquer the challenges with services that span across three critical domains. So the first one is fulfillment, fulfillment, service assurance, and lastly, utilities, where our utility operations has the expertise to help boost customer satisfaction, double growth rates, and reduce costs. Utilities, not exactly, but example would be your Meralco or your MWSS. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so all this, now I'll start talking about how we're faring within Accenture in the Philippines. So Accenture has been doing business in the Philippines for more than 30 years, and we are actually one of the largest and most diversified IT and BPM companies to date locally. I've mentioned that we actually have more than 50,000 employees across technology operations and in internal function teams. We are located in 21 facilities that are strategically spread out across key cities in Manila, Cebu, and Ilocos that ensures access to talent and business continuity. Accenture leaders also hold key positions in influential industry associations. We're highly regarded, such as IT-BPM Association of the Philippines, Contact Center Association of the Philippines, and Philippine Software Industry Associations. Next slide. Year after year, we have been recognized not only for our business performance, but for inclusive, diverse, and environmentally sustainable workplace, where our people can be the best version of themselves. Accenture in the Philippines is the first Accenture in the world, actually, to achieve Level 2 Edge Move certification, where this certification actually evaluates organizational progress on gender equality using objective and measurable evidence while encouraging change. Next. Um, if I start talking about Accenture, I think, you'll never hear the end of it when, our buzzword is always innovation. Accenture, it's ingrained in our DNA where we build a culture of innovation across. We have activities to support that. We have innovation everywhere, wherein it's an initiative that helps us instill creativity, resourcefulness, ingenuity in all aspects of our work and life. We also specialize in client co-innovation, where we ideate along with our clients to jointly solve business problems. We host fun events like Innovation First Fridays, Robotics Cup, that helps us discover new and inventive ways of doing things. We also have playhouses throughout our Accenture offices that help our people ideate and take on bigger challenges each day. And we also hold innovation roadshows that features booth showcasing developments in robotic process automation, AI, and immersive technologies that so our people to can learn and appreciate and even inspire. It's always it's always a continuous learning within the organizations. That's what we promote. Aside from developing the technical and functional skills of our employees, we ensure that our employees are also provided professional development opportunities. This includes developing their communication, stakeholder management, client relationship management, leadership, and executive skills. So, if I'll just generalize it, we leverage on our vast network of alliances to gain access to training assets, to equip our employees better, and to further improve its workforce capability into using the latest technologies. So we have different channels where we get that from our My Learning, our learning management system. We have knowledge exchange, we have learning boards across various topics of interest that are key to help our people learn skills to advance their careers and provide more value to our clients. Next slide. We're also known for breaking down barriers. At Accenture, we believe that inclusion and diversity foster innovation, and we endeavor to create a fully inclusive workplace that empowers all our employees, including persons with disabilities. So what we did was to create a barrier-free workplace. So we actually have accessibility centers for PWD employees. Our Accenture Delivery Center at Cybergate 2 Mandaluyong now contains a suite of accessibility solutions dedicated to our PWD employees. Okay, so this office space was built to house assistive technologies and equipment that is readily available to all employees. So there are 3 facilities, within that there are 3 categories. So for sense of hearing, there are softwares for that. For sense of sight, we have braille stickered keyboards, electronic magnifiers, and so on and so forth. And for mobility impaired, so we have smart lights, sliding doors for easy access, as well as manual and automated wheelchairs. As we talk about this entire diversity and inclusion, we foster inclusion and representation. So we actually have our own local PWD community, which increased its members by 150% since 2017. We also have our disability awareness and sensitivity training programs in place, where our employees can participate in disability sensitivity, etiquette, and sign language training. So our facilities are also compliant with occupational safety and health standards, such as access to provisions, ramps, PWD, restrooms, and all the works. Okay, next slide. And as we continue to talk about diversity, we nurture more women to fuel our success at Accenture in the Philippines. So being women in this workforce, we take pride in saying 48% of our executives are actually female and 53% of our non-executives are women. Accenture also proudly supports LGBTQ community through various events and trainings that allow for equal opportunities to prosper in their career, raise awareness to the general community, and to help them express their true selves. And as we talk about, being true to themselves, we have this approach where we call truly human, where Accenture works hard towards ensuring that we cultivate an inclusive and diverse workplace to keep our people engaged. With the work that we do, it's naturally disrupting our abilities in other areas of our lives, such as eating, sleeping, exercising, spending time with people, the professionally and personally matters to us. And we continue to aspire to be the truly human organization in this digital age. Um, our truly humanist concerted effort to evolve to take care of our total selves. So that includes body, mind, heart, and soul, to help us be at our best. No? So for body, we advocate sports, fitness, and other activities. For mind, learning programs and clubs. So if you in schools you do have your clubs, right? Your extracurricular affiliations. You also have that in the organization. For soul, we have fun perks for travel and other hobbies. And for heart, caring for the environment and society through our corporate citizenship activities. And that actually, generally talks about the organization as a whole and what we do in the Philippines. So I'd like to um, start talking about the available opportunities we have now, but I won't drain this slide anymore, so I'll just briefly talk about it. So with the services that we provide, I've mentioned our team actually caters for ensuring that we tap the right talent within the universities. So we have profiles within consulting and solutions development. So your typical roles there are your application support analyst, where we call solution strategists. We also have software testers, or what we call software scientists, and creative tech or application developer that help us navigate these digital technologies in solving our clients' most pressing problems in building a better world. Next slide. I think I've talked a lot about data analytics and automation earlier, to as an integral component in the service that we provide. So it just is normal that we look for highly specialized individuals to support this service. So we have software scientists. We also have our project management officers, our numbers analysts that actually crunch this information. We have our IT operations associate or the tech medic. We also have systems mechanics, integration, workforce engineer, workstation engineer, and our data experts, no, our analytics folks. Like I've mentioned earlier, it's really crunching this information and deriving meaningful insights from automating repeatable and recurring tasks. And by providing those insights, the objective is how we can optimize and improve the performance of the business that we support. Next slide. And the systems management and operations. So here it's really helping organization maintain their systems and tools and making sure that they continue to be connected with their customers from different industries. So from our PMO to our customer liaison, so these are your service desk. This can be your customer representatives, customer support liaisons, and our system mechanics, and making sure that the operating systems, the applications are working seamlessly. And that's actually all for the opportunities that we have in store for you, my dear Pangasinan State University students. And I think that's the end of my slide. Our contact information is actually flashed on your screen. So if you want to learn more about the opportunities in our organization, you can visit accenture.com/PH students, or you can send an email to campus-recruitment@accenture.com. So our recruiters will be glad to assist you. Miss Bev, Miss Ash.
Thank you so much, Mom.
Thank you.
Z. I only have one pressing question with me, no? I heard a lot of words such as, actually medyo overwhelming words, especially if you're not in the field of IT solutions.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Such as data analytics, automation, innovation, data modernization. So in a nutshell, for our fresh graduates who may have not yet, highly specialized knowledge about these tasks or these specializations, what are the relevant soft and hard skills that our fresh graduates should possess, whether they will learn that from our school or from their own personal journey towards their self growth.
Okay, so in essence, it's really more a mix of technical and essential skills, equipping yourselves really. What the future workforce needs is a new breed of thinker and doer. Okay, so it is the ability to connect dots and leverage technologies to solve complex business problems with which this is the key to ensure that we become relevant and competitive. But I think within the essential skills that I've mentioned earlier, it's learning agility. Making sure that you can grasp this information, adapt fast, critical thinking, analytical thinking is very, very important. Creativity, being resourceful. It's also important that we continue to upskill and train ourselves to cope with the ever-changing demands. Because I think we are in a highly uncertain time, and for us to ensure that we keep ourselves afloat and relevant, it's to learn really, no, to learn and to adapt. So I think the bottom line is, with the technology becoming increasingly empowering, more than equipping yourselves with the technical and technical skills, retaining empathy and being humane and sane, diba? Making sure that we are mentally, psychologically well, will always keep you on edge, right? So this will help you be successful in your career. or
Wow.
as you move into your
Thank you
career?
so much, Miss Z, for that, wonderful, how do you call this, wonderful guide, or how do you call this, like sifting those highly technical terms into, just stay relevant, stay agile, and basically empathy. Your emotional and mental toughness would definitely give you an edge among those millions of other, other
Yes.
graduates and applicants din, Miss Z. So, thank you so much, Miss Z. Thank you so much, Miss Kim and
Thank you.
Miss Agot, for gracing our event. Thank you so much.
It's our we take pride in participating in this activity. Thanks for the invitation.
See you soon again, Miss Z and Miss Kim. Perhaps on our
Thank you.
next events next year on a job fair.
Yes.
Hopefully on-site naman ulit, on-site. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
We look forward to that. Thanks.
Okay, so nakakatuwa lang Ma'am Bev no na despite the pandemic is yung Accenture is still providing opportunities for our graduates, 'di ba? Kahit and with everything that's happening right now, meron pa ring kumbaga opportunity. So hindi sila mawawalan ng trabaho and still hiring. So again, thank you. Thank you to our speaker, Miss Z. Okay, so for our next speaker, she is a 23-year-old freelance filmmaker, researcher, performer, and tutor. She is a graduate of UP Baguio, a cum laude and a consistent Dean's Lister and President's Lister with a major in speech communication, minor in broadcasting. She was a news intern of Province Broadcasting Corporation in 2016 and a scriptwriter of Ang Alamat ng Sandaang Pulo, which was produced last year. She won as Best Actress in the 4th Urduha Film Festival in 2017. She is currently a literary arts performance head of Tanghalang Sandaang Pulo Cultural Group Incorporated and an administrative assistant at Alaminos City Water District. Let me now introduce to you Ms. Eliza Contreras, owner and manager of Provinciana. Ms. Eliza?
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you,
Morning.
Miss Ashley, for the introduction. I hope you can all see and hear me clearly. Okay po ba?
Yes po.
Okay naman po. I was told na I only have 20 minutes to discuss everything with you guys and to share my story. So let's make every minute count. As said in the introduction, aside from having a permanent job in a government agency in Pangasinan, I also do freelance businesses on the side. I do freelance filmmaking, writing, tutoring, and I also own and manage my own business, which is Provinciana. It was recently launched this year. So why am I telling you this? Gusto ko kasing i-discuss sa inyo not only one of my freelance jobs, but my experiences in the freelance world in general para mas magkaroon kayo ng better grasp kung paano ba yung takbo or yung sistema ng workplace or ng pagtatrabaho in a freelance world. So I have something to share with you guys. Short presentation lang siya. Can you see it? Malinaw po ba? Alright. So, in the freelance world, siguro sa inyo as fresh graduates or young students, maraming pwede maging motivation. Bakit gusto ninyong pasukin ang freelance world? Iba't iba ang reasons and purposes sa pagpasok sa freelance world. Merong mga pumapasok sa freelancing because they need extra cash. Meron namang ang gusto ay explore ang choices nila or follow their passion. Ang pinakauna kong gustong sabihin sa inyo, there is no one correct motivation or one right motivation in entering the freelance world. For me, ang freelance job started when I college. So, bakit ako pumasok sa freelance world? During college, doon ko unti-unting na-realize na the cost of living nowadays require me to be extra, to do extra. Hindi sapat yung you only have one job. And I realized na it's better to have more earnings, higher earnings than higher expenses. Tama po ba? I know you are all aware of that. And also, one reason why I entered the freelancing world is its freedom and flexibility. Una, you can follow your own schedule. You can make your own decision. You can choose your own project. You can set your own rate. First, follow your schedule. Alam ko nasabi kanina ni Sir Paulo Sugbo na sa business, hindi mo hawak ang oras mo. Hawak ng clients mo, which is true. Kasi in freelancing, kung anumang project yung mapili mo, you have to consider your client's timeline. But ang maganda para sa akin sa freelancing, you don't have to go to the office for 5 days a week. Hindi mo kailangan mag-render ng 8 to 5 p.m. na service. So kung gusto mo mag-work in the morning, mag-work at night, kung ano yung angkop sa'yo na timeline, kung ano yung angkop sa'yo na schedule, yun yung masusunod mo sa freelance jobs. And next, make your own decision. Again, in the freelance world, nakadepende sa client mo kung ano ba yung gusto nilang outcome ng output mo or ng project mo. But pag sinabi kong make your own decision sa freelance world, it means na you don't have a certain boss na nagsusupervise sa every move mo. You can work freely. Kung paano yung diskarte mo, magagawa mo sa isang freelance job. Third, choose your own project. In freelancing, you can decide what you want and what you don't want. Unlike sa office work, may specific task ka, may mga activities ka na kailangang sundin or kailangang i-meet by the end of the week, by the end of the month. Sa freelancing, you can choose your own project. Hindi siya routinary. So for you guys na gusto lagi something new ang ginagawa, something exciting, yung wala kang specific task or definite task na sinusundan, maybe mag-work para sa inyo ang freelancing. Okay, and number 4, set your own rate. Sa office works, based on my experience sa office job, nakaset na kasi yung amount ng sasakurin mo. May particular fee ka or may particular salary ka. In freelancing, kapag mas masipag ka, mas marami kang makukuhang projects, mas mataas ang profits mo. And also, your fee depends on your performance, your skills, and your experiences. So again, kung mas marami kang nakukuhang projects, mas masipag kang gumawa ng projects, higher ang profit mo in freelance jobs. Take note, itong 4 na ito ay ang advantages in the freelancing world. But these advantages can also become disadvantages without discipline, determination, diskarte, and vice versa. So take note, in freelancing, kakailanganin ninyo yung 3 yun. Disiplina, determinasyon, diskarte. Bakit? Dahil again, wala kang boss na magsusupervise sa'yo, wala kang specific schedule na susundin, wala kang specific project, wala kang specific rate. So kung wala kang self-discipline, wala kang determination or motivation na tapusin yung project na nasa iyo, and wala kang diskarte, wala kang resourcefulness, baka medyo mahirapan ka in freelancing. Kasi again, you are your own boss. Yung decision mo, yung schedule mo, yung proyekto mo, ang susundin mo. Alright? Next slide. Maybe you're asking, how and where should I start? What should I consider before starting in the freelancing world? Again, there is no one right way in the freelancing world. Based on my own experience, I learned through trials and errors. Sinubukan ko yung ganitong job, para ba sa akin to? Gusto ko ba ito? And then when I realized na hindi, I tried another job in freelancing. So one more advantage of freelancing, you are not just tied to a job. Pwedeng from time to time, kung hindi mo magustuhan itong linya sa freelancing, you can take another job. Hello? Clear pa po ba ako? Clear po ba? Alright. For me, medyo choppy po.
Yes po.
Narinig po ba yung mga sinabi ko naman before this?
Yes po, yes po.
Okay na po. Alright. Thank you. For me, again, walang one specific way to succeed or to start in freelancing. Pero for me, ito yung sinundan kong proseso. Think, weigh, try, plan, and commit. So think. You have to consider your interests and your capacities. Tanungin mo yung sarili mo. Tanungin ninyo yung sarili ninyo. Gusto ko ito, pero kaya ko ba? Versus, kaya ko ito, pero gusto ko ba? Consider your capacities. Hindi enough na, halimbawa, gusto mong subukang mag-filmmaking, pero you are not skilled enough to do it. You are not skilled enough to stand behind the camera or act in front of the camera. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna pursue your filmmaking career, your filmmaking freelance job? So pwede namang masolusyonan yon in case sa capacities ka naglalak. You have to undergo trainings, you have to undergo if one field really interests you. Alright, later on, mas ma-discuss ko yung investing in yourself or investing in your capacities. Second step is weigh. Weigh your resources versus your requirements. Alamin mo kung ano ba yung meron kayo right now and kung ano ba yung nire-require ng freelance job na gusto ninyo. For example, your freelance job requires you to have a certain amount of fund or certain equipment. You have to ask yourself, kaya ko bang i-provide itong fund na to for this freelance job? Kaya ko bang i-provide itong equipment na to for this freelance job? Hindi po pwedeng sabak ka lang ng sabak din sa freelance job. May thinking tayo na, it's freelance, madali lang yan. Ganito lang gagawin mo, only for a short time, hindi naman permanent yan eh. But then again, freelance job is still a job. Trabaho pa rin siya. So you have to deliver what you offer. Okay? Next is try. So ano itong sinasabi ko sa try na ito? Weigh your expectation versus what actually happens. Compare what you think happens versus what really happens. Ito yung part kung saan magte-test run ka. Kumbaga sa inyo, siguro since fresh graduates kayo or young students, nasusubukan nyo na right now yung internship. During internship, you assess or you evaluate the company you're in. Tinitignan mo kung fit ba itong company nito for me? Fit ba na dito ako magtrabaho? Itong stage ng trial sa freelancing job is similar to an internship. For me right now, sabi ko nga kanina, I recently launched Provinciana, my own startup business, and I'm doing a trial run, a test run. So tinitignan ko muna kung okay ba yung mga manufacturers na makukuha ko, okay ba yung mga partners na makukuha ko, and kung yung mga i-offer ko ba na products sa aking mga buyers, ibebenta. So based on this trial run, magplaplano ka ulit. Magplaplano ka kung ano yung kailangan mong i-retain versus kailangan mong i-adjust. Based on your trial, know what is working versus what must be improved. For example, sa akin, sa Provinciana, during my trial run, I realized na karamihan sa mga buyers ko gusto ng customized na bags. So, I adjusted my strategy. So, kung gusto nila ng customized sa bags, I set a certain amount for the layout and for the production of personalized bags. Hindi yung kung ano yung naumpisahan ko na steady na design or specific design, yun lang yung ino-offer ko. So again, you have to know kung ano yung nag-work for you and kung ano yung mga paraan na dapat mong i-adjust to improve your business or your freelance. Next is commit. So nakapag-isip ka na, nakapag-wait na, nakapag-try ka na, nakapag-plan ka na. Last, you have to commit. Ano ba ang susundin mo? Part-time freelance job or full-time freelance job? Remember, these two kinds require different levels of commitment. Siyempre, sa part-time freelance job, when you have the available time lang. Pero sa full-time freelance job, maghapon, magdamag, lahat ng oras mo, i-allot mo for that job. So you have to ask yourself, am I ready for a full-time freelance job? Am I ready to leave, for example, my permanent job in an office to do a freelance job? Ask yourself that first before you commit. Next slide. So as a millennial freelancer, what are the opportunities and challenges I encounter? So share ko lang, before, I don't like the term millennial. Kasi may naka-akibat doon sa term na millennial na, ay, super entitled mga millennials, super demanding yung mga yan. Pero eventually, I realized na hindi naman entitled and demanding sa mga millennials. Ang nangyayari lang kasi, we know what we deserve. We know what we want. Kaya siguro ang nagiging dating doon sa older generation is that we are entitled. We ask for more than we receive. Pero that's not really the case. I don't know kung makaka-relate yung mga kapwa ko millennials dito. Yes, I'm claiming it. I'm also a millennial. So, moving on. Ano ba yung opportunities and challenges of being a millennial freelancer? Based on my experiences, ang opportunities and challenges are filtered by these 4 W's. First, what you know, what you are, and who you know. Okay, so, what you know. Ang opportunities and challenges na dumadating sa inyo or sa akin, base sa experience ko, nakadepende din sa knowledge and skills na ma-offer mo. Again, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, kailangan ninyo ng disiplina, determinasyon, and diskarte in the freelance job. Yes, walang criteria specifically. Wala kang kailangang isubmit na report by the end of the week, by the end of the month, or a self-evaluation. Pero in freelancing, you have to go above and beyond. For example, sinet ng client mo na ito ang deadline ng output na ito. Pero pa pwede naman kung kakayanin mong maipasa a week before the deadline, that's good. Kasi bakit? Nagkakaroon ka ng good record. Again, in freelancing, maganda na may good record ka kasi it will equate to good recommendation. Madidiscuss natin yun mamaya. So for me, ano ba yung naging strength ko in freelancing? Masasabi ko siguro na during my college years, nahubog ako to be adaptable, to work with different kinds of people. And sa freelancing, kailangan mo ng adaptability. Dahil again, you don't have a specific team, you don't have specific teammates. So from time to time, you work with different people, you encounter different clients. So kailangan alam mo kung kailan ka mag-a-adjust. But then again, you should know when to adopt and when to stand your ground. For example, may mga client na overly demanding or unreasonable na yung request. You have to know and say na Ito po yung dapat, ito po yung mas maganda for the project. Again, know when to adopt and when to stand your ground. Next is what you are. Ano ba itong sinasabi kong what you are? Yung work ethics mo, nakadepende sa'yo as a person, yung opportunities and challenges na may encounter mo in the freelance world. Again, kanina nabanggit ni Sir Jake, our first speaker, na sometimes it's better na willing to learn yung tatanggapin mong employees. It's better to teach someone who doesn't know anything than to teach someone who knows everything. Yan yung isa sa mga natutunan ko in my career. So, as newbies in the freelance world, kakailanganin ninyong mag-adapt, kakailanganin ninyong matuto as you encounter more projects, as you encounter more opportunities. And ang isang advantage siguro natin as millennials, we are the digital generation. So ang na-observe ko among my peers, we are fast to pick up and we are easy to teach. So magagamit natin yan in the freelance world kasi from time to time, your job requires different skills from you, different knowledge sets from you. As for me naman, speaking from my own experience, siguro ang naging strength ko in freelancing is that I was trained on how to communicate with different people and how to comprehend their requests. So sa freelancing, makaka-encounter ka talaga ng iba't ibang clients. May mga clients na hindi nila ma-explain ng maayos kung ano ba yung gusto nila. May mga clients naman na every little detail sasabihin nila sa'yo. So, kailangan mong i-adjust yung communication pattern mo, your communication strategies, and of course, kailangan mong lawakan yung comprehension and patience mo sa iba't ibang klase ng clients. And then next, who you are. Yung opportunities and challenges na may encounter ninyo, maapektuhan ng inyong credibility and background. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Sinabi ko kanina na it's important to invest in yourself. Kasi again, in the freelance world, wala kang supervisor. Kumbaga, you are on your own. Binibenta mong sarili mo, pinopromote mo ang skills mo. So you have to build your credibility. Sabi ko kanina, maganda na may good record ka kasi makakakuha ka ng good recommendations. And that's true. Kailangan solid yung background mo, kumbaga wala kang failed businesses or projects with other partners kasi asahan at asahan mo, maikikwento yan through stories and through narratives, ipapasok kung ano man yung performance mo sa isang project after another. And also, yung background mo, pwede maka-apekto sa performance mo in the freelance world. Ano tong background na ito? For example, your education, your age, your appearance. Personally na experience ko na ito, especially in the field of performing. Alam natin na when it comes to acting, when it comes to performing, may mga certain requirements silang hinahanap. Sa physical appearance pa lang, the way you talk, the way you move. So one time, may nasubukan ako na gusto ko sana makuha na role, pero hindi ako pasok sa physical appearance pa lang. Meron din naman na role na meant for another person, pero since ako yung nag-swak dun sa role na yon, ay nakuha ko. So that's how your background or just your physical appearance affect your chances, especially in the world of performing. And lastly, who you know. In freelancing, it's important to build your connections to strengthen your circle. Kasi again, through recommendations, through references ka nakikilala in freelancing. Again, in freelancing, kailangan may disiplina, may start ka, uulitin ko yun. So, just to show you some of my photos sa freelance jobs ko. Sorry. Can you see it? Okay po ba? So, ito yung first short film na sinamahan ko. Ang title niya, Dasal. Ito yung one example ng sinasabi kong pwedeng ma-filter ng background ninyo yung opportunities na dadating sa inyo. Actually, in this film, ang required ay 10-year-old, 10 to 14 years old na girl. Yes, kasi ang story niya ay yung mga batang namamalimos sa lansangan. I'm sure familiar kayo dyan, marami kayong nakikitang ganon. So, yun yung requirement for that film. And since crunch time nga, limited sa oras, and limited yung, I'm sorry, nakikita niyo ba to yellow lines? I don't know kung bakit. Alright, let's proceed. Limited sa oras, limited yung resources, and then I was available at that time. So, uy, ikaw, pwede ka namang, siguro, papasa ka naman as 10 to 14 years old. I don't know kung agree kayo. Pero yun, one example kung paano pwedeng ma-filter ng appearance ninyo, ng age ninyo, yung mga opportunities na dumadating sa inyo, especially in performing, in the field of performing. Next, what you are. So since during my college years, unti-unti, sinubukan ko talagang ma-build yung capability ko, ma-build yung skills ko. So after college, recently lang ito actually, after college, is to participate in filming different projects sa local government of Alaminos City. So again, hindi ko na kinailangang lumapit. Sila na yung nag-reach out sa akin. So that's how your credibility affect your chance in freelancing world. Some examples, ewan ko kung napanood ninyo, Maling Akala, Saklolo, or yung anti-frontliner discrimination campaign ng LGU Alaminos City. Moving forward, who you are. Ito yung film, ewan ko din kung napanood ninyo, hoping na may nakapanood. Ito yung film na naging entry sa 4th Urduha Film Festival. It's France. One example din kung paano pwede maapektuhan mo yung opportunities din sa iyo. Dun kasi based on the script, yung character ni Yumi, yung naging character ko, when you read the script, ang papasok sa isipan mo, someone who looks very Asian, someone na playful, naughty, and nakausap ko yung scriptwriter noong film na ito, and then sabi niya, uy, parang fit ka for that character. And then, hindi niya na kailangan pa maghanap ng ibang auditionees or mag-hold ng audition. He immediately said na, uy, ikaw na, reserve na sa'yo yung role. So that's how your background, again, affect your opportunities. Pero syempre, you should know when to use your background or who you are to your benefit. So for example, katulad nito, Asian girl yung hinahanap or sort of Asian yung hinahanap ng film. And then, alam mo naman na you are capable para doon sa film na yon, and you have the look, you have what it requires. You have to present yourself. Kailangan mong mag-step up. Hindi all the time kailangan mong hintayan na may lumapit sa'yo na opportunity. And also, always aim to grow. Katulad ng sinasabi ko kanina, invest in yourself through trainings. Hindi lahat ng freelance gigs mababayaran ka. Mababayaran kayo through cash. Yung iba, mababayaran kayo through experience, through learnings. Marami-rami akong freelance gigs na kinuha na walang bumabalik na cash sa akin. Actually, ako pa yung naglalabas ng pondo, ng funds. Pero ano ang nakuha ko doon? Experience, credibility, trainings. So mahahasa yung skills ninyo, mahahasa yung capacities ninyo. So when someone offers you a job, a freelance job na sasabihin, ay, walang pambayad, or ito lang yung kaya naming ibigay sa'yo, and you know na it's a good opportunity to learn, grab it, okay? Kunin ninyo. For example, ito, sino na dito yung nakapanood ng Block Z, Eerie, or Birdshot? They're read those films, and I was able to meet him and interact with him in one of my trainings. Also dito, you can see the Mr. Ricky Lee. Sinong nakakilala sa kanya? Writer of Himala, and Para Kay B, and marami pang books, and films and TV shows. So during one of my trainings, I was able to interact with them, meet them, and learn from them. Kagaya ng sabi ni Sir Paulo kanina, napaka-importante na magkaroon ka ng magandang mentor or ng magandang role model when starting your business or when starting your job. And one way to find good mentors is to attend trainings. Yung well-known trainings or trainings na may footings talaga or established backgrounds. And one other thing na gustong-gusto ko talaga sa freelancing na I hope when you guys try this field, magustuhan niyo rin, you get to meet different people. You get to work with different people. So for example, ito yung sa first film na ipinakita ko kanina. And then ito naman yung mga taong nakilala ko during my trainings. Ito yung Tanghalang Sangdaang Pulo family namin and yung first show ng Ang Alamat ng Sangdaang Pulo. So ano ang advantage nito? You learn from them eh. Bawat taong nakikilala niyo in your freelance job has something to offer. May matututunan kayo sa kanila. So always keep an open mind and open heart. So kung ano man yung maibabahagi nila sa inyo, tanggapin nyo lang. Moving forward, as I said earlier, may recently launched na business ako. Ang tawag ay Provinciana. Ang goal ko dito is to create a hub for different local products, for different local businesses. Kumbaga, when you have something to offer from your province, reach out to me and offer me your own products, and then let's offer your products to a wider market. So, ang starting product ko ay very Pinoy na tote bags, as you can see in the screen. May mga tote bags with different statements. Some samples ay nasa screen. But aside from this, I'm planning to reach out to more manufacturers, more local businesses to expand my my business and to expand my selection of products. And on this side naman, one freelance job na kinuha ko last year, yes, is to create a business proposal for a coffee shop for a business administration student. So, hush-hush na lang kung sino. And moving forward, ito yung samples ng mga poster for Ang Alamat ng Sangdaang Pulo na isinulat ko and binuo together with Tanghalang Sangdaang Pulo. So, to end my discussion, ano ba yung last words na maibibigay ko sa inyo? In freelancing, take risks wisely. Know when to say no and when to say yes. So, i-share ko lang, my time before, after I graduated, a month or 2 months after I graduated, may mga opportunities na dumating. And ako, dahil fresh graduate, super excited for all those opportunities. Na challenge ko yung sarili ko na sabihin yes, to say yes to all those opportunities. Pwede ka bang mag-work sa ganito? Yes. Gusto mo ba yung ganito project? Yes, 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 yes. Marami akong experiences na nakuha, marami akong learnings na natutunan, pero you know what, at the end of the month, super duper drained. Ibang klase ng pagka-drained yung nakuha ko dahil nagsabi ako ng yes doon sa lahat ng opportunities na dumating. So, hindi naman masama na magsabi ng no when an opportunity comes sa freelance world. Dapat alamin ninyo when to grab an opportunity and when to say, hindi muna, sa susunod na lang. So, I hope may natutunan kayo sa discussion ko, and for now, that's all I can share with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Alice. All right. So, I mean, it's kind of, how do you call this? Like on a personal level, it's kind of overwhelming, to juggle different or several roles in one go. So maybe can you just give us an overview of your day, like your schedule? Because it's already difficult, like for me to have a single role, but multiple tasks. So how do you juggle that? Like your gigs, your extra work, if you have your employment, like can you walk us through your day? Like how do you manage your whole day? Like do you have a morning routine first that you do? You set aside this kind of schedule? Are you like an hour per hour kind of person, stick to schedule, or how do you do it? In short, how do you do it?
Yes. All right. So, I'll walk you through it. Sa umaga kasi, I have a specific routine na I make sure na before I go out, before I start doing my jobs, dapat I look presentable. Kasi nung una, hindi mo alam kung for that specific day, sinong client ang may encounter mo, anong project ang kailangan mong gawin. So, always make sure na you look presentable. Kumbaga yung sinasabi nila, handa ka sa laban. Handa ka sino man ang maging kalaban mo. And also, I like listing things and checking them off. May certain satisfaction ako nakukuha kapag halimbawa, I note down kung ano yung mga kailangan kong gawin for the day. And then after doing them, I check them off one by one. So maybe makakatulong yun sa inyo. It might help organize your thoughts. It might help remind you kung ano ba yung kailangan ninyong gawin for the day. Ano ba yung hindi nyo nagawa for that day and pwede ninyong gawin the next day. Yes. Back to you, Miss Bev.
All right, thank you for that. Another question, I think my second and last question is that sometimes we're not always, no matter how much how much prep we do or how much push we do, sometimes there are really lazy days, like why am I doing this in the first place? Why all the grit and all the grind? Why am I, perhaps I'm not sure if you've experienced that, but yeah, I think you did, like from saying all yes, from saying all the yeses for all the past opportunities that you had, and you felt, I think the resounding word on my end was exhaustion, or yeah, you felt drained. Yeah. Okay, like what, what do you do? Like how do you stay on the go? Like what is your mantra? Yeah, basically to be motivated, or do you also welcome lazy days then?
Before, ang paniniwala ko kasi na you always have to kailangan everyday productive ka, everyday may ginagawa ka, everyday may output ka. Pero as I grow older, habang tumatagal ako dito sa field na ito, I realize na resting is part of being productive. From time to time, you have to rest. Kasi kumbaga, kung ni-drain mo yung sarili mo, kung pinapagod mo yung sarili mo to the point na bibigay ka na talaga, mas lalo kang hindi magiging productive. And I always remind myself na you can never bring today back. So, do what you can today and finish what you can today. Kung hindi mo man magawa, that's okay. Kasi meron pang bukas. Pero, never delay what you can do today. So, I think that's my mantra.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, the key takeaway is resting is also, doesn't mean that you're not being productive. It's actually being
Yeah.
part of your productivity. Yeah. Looking after oneself too. Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Eliza. Personally, I've learned a lot from your, career journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Bev, and to the rest of the PSU team. Thank you for inviting me. Hopefully, ang mga young students natin and young fresh graduates, may mga natutunan from our speakers, and syempre, sana may natutunan din kayo sa aking journey. Thank you.
Definitely meron, Miss Eliza. So thank you again. Thank you for sharing your time. Next in line is a licensed real estate broker, real estate appraiser, and electronics and communications engineer. He is a graduate of University of Pangasinan, FINMA, and he is also currently the #1 top seller for Luzon for Filipino homes, and a consistent #1 top seller for Bayani Hall Condo Dagupan, the first condo in Dagupan and Pangasinan. Here's Engineer Ryan Zarate of Filipino Homes, the largest comprehensive real estate solutions portal in the Philippines, providing one-stop shop services for real estate buyers and sellers. Engineer Zarate.
Hello, good morning. Good morning,
Po.
Pangasinan University. Thank you for inviting me here. I'll just start with my video presentation, a short video presentation for Filipino homes. Now is the right time. Filipino home, Filipino home. Truly deserve it. You find the latest home of your own. You at the Filipino home. Filipino home, we're here for you. Filipino home, we'll make your dream come true. For you and Adrian, together all the time. Only there for you. That's our passion. We make it happen. Perfect partners like you ever know. Filipino home, you are acceptable. Filipino home, always acceptable. Filipino home, a place to call your own. Filipino home, Filipino home. I just shared a short video presentation for Filipino homes. Pakilala po muna ako, I'm Engineer Ryan Zarate. I'm a licensed real estate broker, a licensed real estate appraiser, and an electronics communications engineer. I'm a graduate of University of Pangasinan. So let me just start with saying that right now, Pangasinan's real estate is actually booming. So just to give you an idea on the project we have right now in Pangasinan, we have the first condo in Dagupan and Pangasinan, that is Bayani Hall, and we also have projects for Binmali and Calasiaulat only. We have Bria Homes Ordaneta City, and yung kakalaunch lang po na Bria Homes Alamino City. We also have an expansion for Camellia Homes Ordaneta City. We have an expansion for Lumina Homes manawag as well, and hopefully many more projects to come. So I'll just share my presentation. I'll start my presentation. So why Filipino Homes? Filipino Homes is it started from Cebu. We have the biggest brand in the Philippines today. So we have philippinehomes.com for our website, deuteriorealty.com, and rent.ca. Right now, we actually have 49 offices nationwide. And we are expanding in Luzon, especially here in Pangasinan, because we have a lot of projects coming. Meron rin tayong Filipino Homes app. If you have your cell phone right now, you could search Filipino Homes on your Play Store and Apple Store. And we are accredited with over 510 developers and more than 1,250 projects nationwide. We're the biggest developer in the Philippines, and we are accredited with that. So this is our headquarters in Cebu. So here in Filipino Homes, okay, we started 2008. So it's 12 years now, and during those times, marami na pong naipadalang Filipinos and our real estate partners to the US na naaprubahan po ng 10 years US visa. We also have international road shows as well as national conventions as well. Hindi lang po natuloy this year yung national convention because of the current situation with the pandemic. But whenever there is national convention, there's a raffle for house and lot and 2 brand new cars. So dito lang po yan sa Filipino Homes. We also have our online realty magazine. You may check that at filipinohomes.com. So about awards, we've gathered a lot of awards, especially in Pangasinan. When we started last year, hanggang ngayon po, we are number 1 top seller for Bayani Hall Condo Dagupan. And we also have awards for Bria Ordaneta and Bria Homes Alamino City. So nung nag-start po ang Filipino Homes in 2008, humble beginnings lang po. It started with the owner, Boss Anthony Loterio, and 9 sellers. But now we are actually the biggest realty. Hindi na po updated yung nasa pick, but we are more than 18,000 accredited licensed agents and brokers nationwide. And let me introduce you Sir Anthony Loterio. This is the founder of Filipino Homes and founder of Dexter Realty and Brokerage. So what we do here at Filipino Homes, ano po bang ginagawa sa real estate? So there are 5 things that we do. The first one is to launch and promote existing or upcoming communities. Project po natin, like what I've said, meron pong existing projects for Dagupan, like the Bayani Hall Condo, and upcoming projects like the new mid-rise condo that will be rising in Ordaneta City. So that's an upcoming community. So we promote existing and upcoming projects for communities. We also educate and assist future owners. So kung sa ngayon po wala po kayong background sa real estate or wala po kayong background in selling, eventually po, magkakaroon po kayo ng kaalaman sa real estate. So you'd be able to educate yung mga future homeowners po natin and assist them with their decision making. Number three, we help them to make investment their best decisions, especially in real estate. And step four, number four that we do, since we are a big company, we collaborate with our fellow real estate brokers and real estate appraisers. We also have lawyers on our company. So we offer real estate information. I just want to share the steps on how to join Filipino Homes. So the first step is for you to schedule a Zoom interview for your pre-qualification with your sponsor. I could be your sponsor po. And Wednesdays and Saturdays, we have a new agent webinar or now at 2 p.m. So you'll be able to understand the Philippine Homes system. Then you could submit your endorsement letter, and once accepted, you're ready to take the fire training. This is Philippine Homes Institute of Real Estate. Free training po ito sa real estate. And the last one is to sign up at realty.com. So this is just a short project presentation po. So again, we hope that you'd be part of Filipino Homes. Here you could actually work from home. This is commission based, and main requirement is that you must have finished at least 72 units in age. Hindi na po importante kung ano po yung course nila as long as nakatapos po sila ng 72 units in college. And other requirements po yung transcript of record or diploma po, kahit isa lang po doon. And yung NBI po pwede naman pong to follow. So yun lang po.
Wow, thank you so much, Engineer Ryan. Couple of questions po. Ano yung best skill na suited to become an employee sa inyo pong company?
In line of our work here in real estate po, the skills that will best for this industry, dapat po hardworking kasi po we regularly post ads, public ads, sa Facebook, YouTube, sa Instagram. We use those social media outlets. So dapat hardworking ka kasi kapag wala kang mga public posts, you won't have a lot of inquiries. So we make posts so that we have a lot of inquiries for the project. And then you should also be creative dun sa mga posts mo sa Facebook. It could be like pictures or it could be videos. We also have YouTubers in the company. Dapat sa ngayon maging influencer ka talaga sa YouTube and Instagram. And you must be responsive kapag may mga client inquiries ka na. Dapat yung attention mo nasa kanila. When they have inquiries, you should be able to answer them all. And kasama naman po or part naman po kami ng direct kami sa marketing ng mga developer. Kapag may mga question ng mga client, direct naman po namin yan nasasagot. And lastly, you must be knowledgeable. Kasi dun sa mga inquiries ng mga client, dapat may kaalaman tayo dun sa project. Here, we offer project knowledge webinars and briefings po. So those are the skills that is suited for real estate.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Engineer Ryan. So basically, overview, they need social media management skills po, no? And yeah. So thank you so much. Make your presence available, make your presence be felt online. Yun yung advice ni ni Engineer Ryan. Thank you so much, Sir Ryan, for joining our e-career expo 2020. We appreciate po your presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so we definitely saved the best for last. Our last speaker for today is an alumna of the Introduction to E-commerce course in the Faculty of Management and Development Studies, University of the Philippines Open University. She is a former TV5 network producer and at present, a successful mompreneur. She is also a Globe My Business ambassador, the owner of the famous clothing line in Instagram with more than 80,000 followers, and the chief inspiration officer of Luca. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's hear the success story of Miss Heidi Rica Cruz del Rosario of HTP Clothing, or more well known as Half the Price. Miss Rica?
Wait, sorry. Naririnig niyo ako?
Yes. Hi, Miss Rica. Morning.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, medyo baka, bagsak na yung energy, lunchtime na. So, hindi ako masyado nag-prepare. Wala akong presentation kasi gusto ko kwentuhan lang tayo dito. Gusto ng mga kabataan ngayon, di ba?
Yes.
Pag nagla-live ako sa Instagram, ganyan, mas nagiging participative yung mga viewers. Kaya, parang kwentuhan lang. So, just a short background, ikukwento ko lang kung, since career orientation ito, and I hope makatulong ako sa inyo, ikukwento ko kung paano ako nung time nyo. So, nung bago ako graduate, sa UP Baguio ako nag-college, by the way. Same with Miss Eliza. Tama ba?
Yes,
pero syempre, lumang batch ako. Okay, bago ako graduate, hindi ko nababanggitin yung student number ko. Pero, yun nga. So, ang graduation that time is March, di ba? So, nung third year ako, nag-OJT ako sa TV5 kasi mass comm yung course ko. And then, yung 5 na naghahanap sila ng PA, so production assistant. Bilang isang communication student, hindi ko alam kung may mga com art student. Meron po bang com art sa PSU? Or wala?
AB English po.
AB English, okay. So, halimbawa ako sa communication arts, diba, parang dream natin makapasok tayo sa Big 3 network. So, when the time comes na may opportunity that time na tumawag sa akin at sinabi kailangan nila ng PA, kahit anong work pa yan, anyway, lahat naman nag-start as production assistant kapag pag sa TV. Without thinking twice, nag-oo ako kahit di pa ako gumagraduate. So, inisip ko, next time ko na po problemahin, paano nga ba yung school ko? Kasi that time, hindi ako hinahanapan ng diploma kasi nag-OJT ako doon. So, iniisip nila that time, graduate na ako, ganun. So, tapos ang ginawa ko, umuo ako, tapos kinausap ko yung mga teachers ko at sinabi ko na mag-work ako. So, if they can give me, like, yung mga work na kaya kong gawin sa bahay or parang meron akong mga extra loads, ganun, para kumbaga ma-compensate kung ano man yung mga hindi ko pagpasok sa mga times na wala ako. And naintindihan nila na ang hirap humanap ng trabaho sa ganun at pinayagan nila ako. Doon naman sa TV5, ang promise ko naman sa kanila, hanggang di po ako nakaka-graduate, I will work for you, but you don't have to pay me. Kasi wala pa akong may pagmamalaki, wala pa akong diploma. Pero this is just to explain kung gaano ka-importante ang opportunities. it can only knock once, di ba? Kung hindi ko
Yes.
tinanggap yun, pwedeng hindi ko siya nakuha at all. So, nag-work ako sa TV5 as a production assistant and just a regular PA. Tapos, unti-unti, syempre, pag masipag ka, tumataas naman yung rango mo. Ganun naman eh. Sa kahit anong trabaho, if you do your best, if you put so much effort and time, kung yung puso mo nandun, wala, hindi pwedeng nandun ka lang. Kasi your bosses or kung sino man na pinagtatrabaho mo, they will recognize that. Parang bibihira naman yung mga masasamang tao na parang kita naman na sobrang sipag nito, tapos tapos 'di ba, wala man lang rewards ganyan. So, kung makakahanap kayo ng work, you always give your best. And please, huwag kayong mag-expect. Kasi usually sa mga fresh graduate, very idealistic sila. Na parang kapag nakahanap ka na magtatrabaho ako, kikita ako ng pera, bibili ako ng bahay, bibili ako ng kotse. Pero reality is, hindi ganun kadali. Mahirap, maraming paghihirap, maraming challenges. And lahat yun it's all part of the process. And lahat tayo dumadaan doon. Hindi pwedeng ganito ka ng sweldo agad at stable ka na agad. Hindi ganon. Yung iba nga na iisip ko kapag graduate, sinasabi nila magpapahinga pa sila. 'Di ba? Kasi parang napagod sa pag-aaral, tapos saka maghahanap ng work. Walang yung pahinga, yung school ngayon, yun na yung pahinga. Kasi iba na kapag nag-work ka. Kasi yun na yung totoong mundo. So anyway, nag-work ako. Tapos syempre I'm just living day by day na kung ano lang kinikita ko, sapat lang din sa akin. One day, nawalan ako ng pera. Nagka-baby na ako nito. I was just 25 years old. Yeah, 25 years old. Nawalan ako ng pera. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko mababawi kasi yun lang yung pera ko 3,000 pesos. Kakasweldo ko lang. Tapos yun lang yung natira sa pera ko, 3,000 pesos. Bibili ako ng milk and diapers for my baby. Tapos wala yung pera, nanakaw. Umiyak ako, hindi ko alam anong gagawin ko. Tapos nakita ko yung old suitcase ko, nandun yung mga lumang damit ko na hindi na magkasya sa akin kasi kapapanganak ko lang. What I did, I made an Instagram account that is half the price. And then I posted all my photos na sinusuot yung damit na yon. And then the next day, lahat yun nabenta. Nabenta lahat yung damit na yon. I told you, pag nakitaan mo yung opportunity, don't stop. And you just continue. Kasi hindi mo alam kung ano pa yung pwedeng mabigay sa'yo nun. So that's where it started. It was 2014. And until now, ito na yung HTP. From that online shop na ginawa ko that night, 2014, now, fast forward to 2020, we are now almost 100 na tao na nagpapatakbo ng HTP. So, persistence, consistency. So pag tinatanong ako, yes, I was just a regular online seller. I am also an online seller now. Pero it's different now kasi nasa sayo yun kung paano mo ititreat yung ginagawa mo. If you take it like professionally, kung simula pa lang ay sineryoso mo na, it will follow. So, ano ba? So, sabi inspirational talk, parang nalito-lito na ako. Pero, ang sinasabi ko lang ngayon, it's not easy to find a job. So, very thankful for the speakers before na makakapag-offer sila sa inyo. Lahat yan, i-take nyo. It's very important for you to have experience sa corporate world. Hindi pwedeng yung ginawa ko na kung hindi ako naging employee before, kung hindi ako nag-work at hindi ako nagkaroon ng boss, I don't think I'll be here right now. Kasi hindi ko matututunan how to take care of people, how to handle them, how to run a business, hanggat hindi ko nararanasan ako maging isang employee. So ngayon, ang mapapayo ko sa inyo, since hindi ganun kadali, makahanap ng work and maaaring hindi talaga, maybe half of us hindi talaga makakahanap sa ngayon, huwag tayong maghintay na may dumating na opportunity. We look for it. And lahat yan, submitan natin, itry natin. Kung hindi naman, nakikita niya sa feeds nyo, napakaraming online shops, ang daming online sellers. And I'm a living testament. I started as an online seller. And hindi pwedeng online seller ka na ganun lang. So imagine 2014, I was alone. I was packing all my orders. I was replying to all my customers. 2015, I hired my first employee. And now, eto, di ba, may sarili na kaming patahian, marami ng employees na tumutulong sa HTP, meron na kaming creative department, may sarili na kaming photographer. And yes, meron na rin kaming sariling lawyer, may sarili na kaming mga accountant, lahat yon. So, kung ano yung ginagawa ng isang formal business, ginagawa na rin namin. So, it's up to you. How will you treat your your online store, or how you will treat what you do. If you take it with, with pride, it will all follow. Kasi ako simula pa lang, kahit online seller lang ako, hindi ako parang online seller na nag-rant kapag may nag-joy reserve, ay mga hindi nagbayad, mga away ng customer, hindi. Tingnan nyo yung mga malalaking businesses na tinitingnan nyo. At kahit gaano ka pakaliit, gayahin mo na sila. Kasi sa isip mo, one day you will be like them. And ayaw mo mag-look back na parang nang away ka dati ng customer na hindi nagbayad or mga ganon. So, yun, ano pa ba masasabi ko? So, don't waste your time. Start now. Hindi mo kailangan ng puhunan. Like me, wala akong puhunan. Ang puhunan ko, when I'm asked, magkano ang puhunan ko, ang sinasabi ko, 3,000. But technically, wala. Ginamitan ko lang siya ng creativity, work ko, or sa school. Yan. Ano pa bang, sana may natutunan kayo. Very simple lang. Take opportunities, you start now. Don't waste your time and don't complain lagi. Kasi it's all part of the process. And one day, lahat ng hardships, lahat ng experiences, it will all make sense. Kaya, yan. That's all.
Oh, thank you, Ma'am Rika. Very, how do you call this? One word that really resonates on me is truly, truly inspiring. Ayun. Okay, so I just have a couple of questions, personal questions. So, number one, I'm not sure, do you think it's really a prerequisite for you before? Because in your case, it was a prerequisite. I'm not sure if this is the correct term, but was it really a prerequisite that you had, other jobs or corporate jobs prior entering business? Like, was it really very important? Like for our fresh graduates, do you also advise them, before you build your own brand, before you build your own company, build yourself first, be an employee first so that you can learn maybe perhaps from your boss or from the company itself?
How is it important? It's really important kasi sa work mo, natutunan mo paano ka makisalamuha sa tao, sa boss, sa mas mababa sa'yo. Pero at this point in time, hindi natin masabi kung ma-experience pa yan ng mga students natin. And sabi ko nga, let's not wait for opportunity to come so we can start now. And I believe sobrang laking advantage ng mga millennials ngayon kasi mas magagaling na sila sa atin dati. So kung nagawa ko dati without, enough inspirations kung ano ba yung magagaling, sino ba yung mga successful, kumbaga very little knowledge pa before, pero nagawa. So what more kayo? So kung hindi man kayo nakapaglan ng corporate job ngayon, so gamitin nyo yung school experiences nyo, yung natutunan nyo sa school na para mai-apply nyo dun sa gagawin yung... So, sinasabi ko na mag-online business kayo kung wala pa kayong job. Pero kung meron kayong trabaho, it's very important right now. Ang daming nagtatanggalan. Sobrang dami ba? Almost more than half of the companies nationwide ay nag-retrench, nagsara. So, yun, let's expect the worst. And from our own capacities, kaya natin naman mag-start eh. And also very important kasi ang pinakamagandang sa online, you can never be too ready to start. You can start even if you're not ready and you can learn from it na lang step by step. Yan.
Next question. What's your why? Like why all the grit and grind then? Like what is your why?
Nung nag-start ako, my why is just to earn a little to get my money back, the 3,000 pesos. But as the business grows bigger, sabi nga nila, with great power comes great responsibility. And right now, my why to keep going is the people who depend on the company. Kasi hindi na lang ako, hindi na lang family ko. So meron ng yung almost 100 na tao na yon na sila yung breadwinner sa family nila. So lahat sila nakadepend na dun sa maliit na online store na sinimulan natin noong 2014. So imagine the impact. And kapag nag-stop ako, kasi syempre may mga time na, like when the pandemic hit, naisip ko talaga parang wala nang chance. Sino bang bibili ng damit? By the way, my business is HTP clothing, di ba? Nagsimula ako sa used clothes ko. And from there, right now pala, gumagawa na kami ng, lahat ng damit namin is exclusively made. So lahat yan ay locally made. We don't import. Lahat yan ginagawa from scratch. Also, sabi kanina ni Miss Eliza, you have to invest in yourself. So, nung napunta ako sa business na to, unexpectedly, so nag-attend ako ng lahat. Nag-aral ako ng e-commerce online selling in layman's term. Sa UP para masustain to. Nag-aral ako ng fashion kahit hindi naman ako fashionista. Pero kung saan ka kikita, syempre mag-i-invest ka doon kasi it will go back to you. So yun. So my greatest why is the people who depend on me already.
Okay. So at first, from micro, parang naging macro level yung why. So which is somehow heavier. Tama ba, Miss Rika? Or still same weight from
yes,
the beginning? Okay, so next question, last question is that how do you see yourself? Like, what is your vision? Who are you? Who is Rika separate from HTP 5 years from now?
That's hard. Kasi 5 years, okay, 5 years. I started in 2014 and right now I'm still very, very involved with the company. Though I learned how to delegate tasks. Sabi ko nga nag-start ako lang mag-isa, ako lang nagre-reply, ako lang nagpapak, ako nagpupunta sa M. Luwalier, ako pupunta sa LBC para kumuha ng padala. But then I learned to delegate tasks because if you don't delegate tasks, you cannot grow. And 5 years from now, I still want to be involved with the company kasi this is like a baby to me. And but of course, more time with the family kasi I'm just starting with my family. Although I have 3 kids already. I'm 32, by the way. I started when I was 25 and now I'm 32. Did I answer your question correctly? Parang hindi ko ata nasagot. Pero, yeah, 5 years from now, I think, mas stable right now kasi medyo dahil dito sa COVID, maraming mga doubts and hopefully lahat to matapos na para mas makagawa ng better plans not for the business but for life as well kasi right now medyo nangangapala tayo.
Ms. Rika, on a side note, what I really appreciate in your company is you're sourcing local. Similar to Ma'am Eliza, like province-based naman yung pinopromote the product, and even to Paolo, very, ang tawag dito, like, Pinoy pride, ganun.
Lalo ngayon, kailangan magtulungan. Kaya payo ko sa inyo, yung mga, I'm sure sa lahat ng newsfeed nyo, sa Facebook, halos lahat ng friends natin nagbebenta online, we buy from them, we support them. Kasi kailangan natin yan, di ba? Instead of buying sa malalaki, mayaman na yan, baka hindi na maghirap yan. So doon tayo sa mga nagsisimula pa lang to boost the needed confidence. Yung anak ko, open the door.
You can actually hear your another why from the background.
Yes, another one. Anyway, I'll type in my my personal account and our Instagram account kung ano man questions nyo, you can ask me. I'm always willing to help. I think I have enough experience sa online selling because I started nung hindi pa siya uso. Kaya marami na rin ako natutunan.
Thank you so much, Miss Rika.
Okay.
Okay, so Thank you. Actually, super inspiring nung ano no, nung last speaker natin, si Miss Rica. So, thank you Miss Rica despite your busy schedule, naisingit mo pa kami and despite the short notice, no? So very accommodating. So, we wish you success in your business. And ayun, thank you also to all our speakers for today. For our closing remarks, Um, okay, so for our closing remarks, let's hear it from the head of our admission and guidance unit, Miss Marinel T. Aquino.
Okay, it was such an inspiring and very knowledge-filled morning. So before we end, on behalf of PSU, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to all the speakers we had this morning. Thank you for your time, for the knowledge, and for your stories that you have shared to all our participants this morning. So what you have shared is definitely given our graduates an insight on how to start with their employment and also whether venture into a business and or pursue both. And also to our graduates, by now you have realized that life after college is more difficult actually, since this is the time it is more challenging because this is where the longer journey starts, the journey towards your long-term goals and also a journey towards success. So just remember, like what most of our speakers have shared this morning, more than the knowledge and more than the skills, what you must bank more is on the character. So carry with you wherever life takes you. Don't forget the core values that have been instilled to you by the university. Naalala nyo pa ba yung access? Ayan. So above all, don't forget yung last S, which stands for spirituality. For whatever you do, as long as you couple it with prayer and big faith, everything will fall into places. And lastly, sa lahat po ng graduates po natin, don't forget to go back to our alma mater. Inform us of your little and big achievements and make us proud wherever you are. So God bless everyone and best wishes po. And thank you very much again for all our speakers.
Ayun, okay. So, thank you again to all our participants via Zoom and Facebook Live. Again, on behalf of PSU Admission and Guidance, we congratulate our graduating students. And ayun, good morning. Okay.
Bye everyone. Congratulations. Thank you to all our speakers. Bye-bye.